The gentleman from Georgia, Mr. Scott, is recognized for 5 minutes.
Secretary Mnuchin, how are you? I want to make sure I'm clear on your level of concern about the continued volatility in the repo market and its impact on the calculation of SOFR, the secured overnight financing rate, which, as you know, is a designated replacement rate for LIBOR. Now, I've listened to your response to Mr. McHenry and also to the gentle lady from New York. And I want to be clear because I read your report, the FCC, the FSOC's 2019 Financial Stability Report. Here's what you said. You said that market participants with significant exposure to LIBOR remain vulnerable if they do not sufficiently prepare all the way to the end of 2021. What did you mean for that? And what did you mean about prepare? What are you doing to help the industry participators prepare?
Well, again, let me just emphasize two different issues that are related in a way, as you said. I am concerned what happened in the repo markets. That's not just a concern for SOFR, that's a broader concern because we rely on these repo markets and it impacts many individuals and institutions. So we've had active discussions with the Fed on that issue. That does impact the LIBOR transition, but the LIBOR transition is a much broader problem. And as I said, as recent as yesterday, we convened a group of the banks and the regulators on this.
So what did you mean by they will remain vulnerable?
Well, if banks and trustees and security holders don't prepare for the transition, there are trillions of dollars that people could wake up in 2021.
And by prepare, you mean to do what?
It's a list of everything from prepare technology so that they have the ability, prepare the legal analysis, prepare a transition. People literally have hundreds of thousands of transactions. And as I said, part of this may be coming back to Congress and asking you to pass legislation in part of this, because there may be serious legal issues that we're still exploring.
Now, let me turn and let's go overseas for a moment. I'm very concerned about Brexit and the particular impact that Brexit will have on our businesses, on our financial markets, particularly because of the uncertainty we are seeing around the whole deal of delays after delays and the failure of them to come up with a clean deal. So what I want to get from you as our Treasury Secretary, how concerned are you about this situation with Brexit and its impact that this uncertainty is having on our cross-border transactions with our financial market participants?
Well, I would describe I'm moderately concerned. I've been discussing this issue for the past 3 years with my counterparts at the Bank of England, as well as the regulators and the finance minister, who's the Chancellor of the Exchequer. It is a significant risk to the UK. It could have carry-on risk to the US. We're working with the regulators on those risks. We've managed through some of those, and some of those are still open. But as I've encouraged the UK, they need to resolve this one way or another.
Now, also in your report concerning that, you said this. You said that, and you highlight the potential for risk and that they will have significant spillover effects in the United States should there be a no-deal Brexit, particularly with regard to the cross-border transactions. What did you mean by that? What would be the potential with no deal? What would be better for us or worse, no deal or deal, in your mind?
Well, let me just say I respect the people of the UK. They can decide whether they want to be in Brexit or they don't want to be in Brexit. The risk is making sure that whichever case, there's a coordinated transition.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary.